Mamalu, Saturday, no soup?
No soup today, boy. No soup today.
Mm,
Tuesday the man passed and I wasn't around.
right.
So I didn't get nothing to make soup today.
I don't know. And last week we had some soup on on a different day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're breaking the tradition.
Right.
Today I just doing some stew chicken and some potato salad.
Right. Nice pieces of chicken, man.
Part of chicken breast, piece of backbone.
Got a busy morning, Gilroy.
Yeah, boy, and I still have to hang out some clothes, but I'm watching the weather.
Yes. So what's
So I'm making some potato salad here. I find this preserved
interesting, eh?
tomato is very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine that?
Just it.
I had a lot already. Thanks. Yeah, it's kind of sweet too, eh?
I like preserves, you know.
Mm.
Preserve anything.
You know, preserve is a good word, eh? To preserve your relationship with people.
To keep it longer, you know.
Yeah, that's
When
right.
you preserve.
Mm-hmm.
When you preserve something,
Mm-hmm.
it stays longer. So you preserve relationships. You preserve your marriage.
Yes.
And how do you do preserves? It's the same fruit you're using, but you're going to put things in it now that will enable it to last longer.
So his marriage is the same, eh?
Yeah, preserve. You put things to preserve. And the most important ingredient to preserve is love.
Mm.
Yes, when there's love, it preserves.
Mm.
So,
You know, I read.
it's an easy ingredient. Mr. Lasana cassava. Mr. Sana cassava.
Nice cassava, eh?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
gee.
just boil and remain back. So I say it too little bit to do anything.
So you add it to
So
the-
I'm adding it to the potato salad. You know, there's traditional way people make potato salad. You know,
Mm.
but you could do salad. Then it's no longer potato salad. It's like a vegetable salad. I love to put beetroot in salad, potato salad. I like to put boiled egg. I like to put celery. Vary it. It doesn't have to be always the same thing. Peas and carrots from the tin with your potato, and you know,
I like the colors. I
variation.
like the colors, eh, man.
Variation is good. Variety of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Okay, talking about variation, talk about variety here. So in marriage, one can only stay home, right? You find yourself with your wife having a little date, going by the seaside, going for a walk in the botanic gardens, walking around in Queen's Park, Savannah, even in our area here. You go down by Eddie Hart, Savannah, together,
Walk to the mall.
walk to the mall,
You could just walk in another neighboring.
another neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
You look at people renovations.
Mhm.
It's not being cautious.
Yeah.
But you know, when you see what people do into their homes, it gives you ideas too. That
Right.
if you should buy a home, that is a feature.
Okay,
I would
talking
like
about
to
that.
add.
Talking about that. When we were getting our home, you had visualized the extension, the renovations and all of that.
Not right away,
Not right away.
no, because I knew that we bought the house and we renovated like 4 years later,
Mhm.
and the renovation costed 4 times as much as the house cost. So there was no way when you bought the house right away that you could have, you know.
Mhm. Remember when Mr. Alexander said that this area here extended all the way up to
to Golden
Grove
Grove.
Road?
And we lived to see it in
Yes,
55 years,
yes, yes,
50
this-
years. We are here
Yeah.
50 years.
Because you notice all going up there on the highway, Popeyes and all those other
Yeah,
factories.
hotel
and
and all of that. They had a great vision. HCL, it was one of the maybe early projects that they embarked. And it first embarked with by where your brother live, where you call that area?
Trinity?
Yeah, but
Trinity Phase 1 maybe.
what you call
Orange Grove.
Orange, same Orange Grove.
Yeah, same Orange Grove, yeah.
Right, Orange Grove.
Mm-hmm.
And why does give them trouble to come out?
Probably need clearing a bit.
Did the paper come out?
Yeah, I think so. I'll get it for you in a while. Your arm seems to be better.
Yes, man, left hand back in swing.
Louis, you better thank these folks for being on your side, girl, because everybody is wishing you a speedy recovery.
Yes, of course. Thank you all very much. Mama Lou, well, it's 1 week since I went to the doctor, and it would have been 3 weeks since I've started on this with this shoulder problem. And I must say, Papa Lance did a good job. He was very committed to massaging the arm, putting heat, putting cold. But we just didn't seem to have hit the right painkiller.
So that the painkiller now has helped you to recover
The
tremendously,
painkiller,
right?
the painkiller was in fact anti-inflammatory. Because you see, we were more dealing that where the pain is resurrecting. Resurrecting?
Resonating.
Reg-
Yeah, okay, we understand you, Mama Lou.
You know, Mama Lou, with her, I don't know if it's humor or craziness or what it is. Can always say the wrong word or lack of knowledge.
That's very bad. The best of us come out wrong sometimes, but we understand each other. That's one thing about Trinidad dialect, eh?
Yeah, we know what you mean.
We know what you mean. You didn't say it right, but we know what you mean.
It's like I was talking to somebody some years ago. Oh, and there are lots of different incidents where you are most amused and had a good laugh. Not that you're laughing at the person, but it's so funny how
Is it?
things come out. So this person said to us, they had a diarrhea. So we said, so what you took for it? She said, I take 2 locomotive. Locomotive.
But we understood, right?
When you're watching that. But we had a good giggle. And other really funny things sometimes come up, you know, especially with medication, you know, name of medication. You're not familiar, you know. Yeah, and
I was
we
telling
were
you.
talking about Mr. Alexander.
Yeah, we were talking about that phase that we went through, you know.
Yes, so we did not do our renovation until 4 years later, which really put us in. You were more prepared for it. Lasana was then 4 years older, you know.
Yeah.
And I tell you the truth, for anybody who has renovation taking place and you're living in the house while renovation taking place, very stressful time in your life. But what I would like to suggest is don't make yourself a slave over cleaning up every day, and tomorrow the place coming back in a mess again, you know. So you have to be mentally prepared if you're going to do renovation. Sometimes we're so excited about wanting to do renovations that we just dash into it without counting the cost. You have the money, let's run with it. But it takes more than the money part of it. You have to be mentally prepared that this period is going to be stressful, You can't make too many holiday plans. You can't have too much going out because the days you're off is the days you're going to the hardware.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So if you have a young baby, a year old, it's not yet time to renovate because the child will, in a way, get neglected. So be sure that you have, your children are over 5 years old, and it will mean most times, well, now kids not too interested in going out because they just get them their cell phone or the iPad or the tablet and they're good to go. So really and truly, if you have to do renovations, you're very tied up. Not only financially are you sometimes stressed with not having enough money. So on top of that, to be having emotional stress, getting angry with your partner is something that happens. You get short fused because sometimes you're not on the same page. You argue about what you want done because not always you and your partner always on the same page. And it is in times of responsibilities that you see each other how different you are. One person very positive about, yes, we can do that, and the other one is trying to show why we shouldn't do that because X, Y, and Z, and it making sense, but you headstrong into, this is how I want it. So there are a lot of disagreement, especially when it comes to renovation of a kitchen or, things like that. As Lance always say, house belong to women. And therefore, you go the way, a man go the way of what the wife wants.
That's right.
Because she's the one in the kitchen.
House belong to woman, boy.
No, to dry up too much, talking too much, and add some water.
Oh boy.
Talking too fast.
What is it, barbecue? This is you again?
Like barbecue, but
Yeah, boy. It won't be bitter, will it?
no. Nice and brown. Creole brown.
Very good, man.
Yeah, Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times when people doing renovations,
Right.
they tend to not be in agreement about some things,
Mm-hmm.
and that really creates a problem.
Yeah.
And they start to quarrel with each other. Disagreement.
I was listening to two guys talking this morning, and someone made a comment, and I like it. You don't have
Let's
to
see, you
be.
want some of this?
Yeah, I can take some of that.
Liquid chlorophyll is
Okay.
good for cleansing.
Mm-hmm. In a blue waters bottle, eh?
A bottle, you add 1 teaspoon of chlorophyll into a bottle of water, and it's good for, my daughter used it when she was ill, but it's not just only for cancer, but
Overall.
it is also good for your overall health, for breath and cleansing of your interior.
So these bottles are the best thing to add it to.
Yeah, because it's 1 teaspoon to that amount of water.
Okay. Look, I was listening to two men speaking, right? And one made a comment. You don't have to be bad to be different. In other words, you don't have to be bad to be
You shouldn't be
counted.
deemed bad because
You
you're
sh-
different.
Yes, you shouldn't be deemed bad because you're different.
Right. In our own simple talk.
Because we all are different.
We are.
You know what I mean?
And there are various reasons for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because think about it, Lancy. Think about it. You have 4 children,
Mm-hmm.
brought up in the same house, same parents, same mother, same father, same house you brought up in, and your 4 children are totally different. Your own household, you treated each child equal, but yet your children are different. And I think that genes has a lot to do with it. We of course we know that the way you train your children, there should be some similarity to yourself. But although you train your children are different. Like I have nieces that are very much like me, and I have daughters that are very much like my sister. So it has nothing to do with training. Of course, the way you bring up your children is very important, and that's your responsibility to teach your child what you know. The Bible say, bring up a child in the way it should go, and it will not depart. So as parents, we have a great responsibility to bring up our children in the right way. But our children, nevertheless, are different in personalities.
That's right. They each have their own personality. Yeah?
So I will agree that what these 2 men were saying, not because...
You don't have to be bad to be different.
Right.
You're different.
You're just different.
It doesn't mean you're bad.
And as I say, my only understanding why that is so, I believe that genes has a lot to do with it. And that's why one of the things I always like to think is that people are different. Your children are different. But you don't make a mistake by using one yardstick
For all.
for all. Because, as I say, within your own household, you have to treat your children different. You know?
Of course.
So, yes, not because somebody is differently bad. I would like to make just a little illustration about that, which is to say that you may be the type of person that show a lot of affection. You see people that you love, people you are connected to, you people that you're connected to, you greet them warmly, you hug them, and it's as well reciprocal, it is well accepted by your loved ones. But you may do that to somebody else, and that person may say, me like this hug business, you know. It doesn't make the person bad.
No.
But you, who used to doing that and accustomed to that in your family, will feel
Offended.
but you will feel, if not offended, you'll feel hurt. And you will say, you see me? I know hugging nobody again. No, you're putting the yardstick now for everybody now, yeah? That person reacted that way, and you figure, boy, not me. I'm done with this hug and kiss business. Because now people are very guarded and careful and suspicious So you really have to be careful. But at the same time, you cannot use the same yardstick for everybody because the person is not bad. You don't need to write off somebody because they disagree with you. A lot of times people say, I have nothing to do with that person, boy. That person too sensitive. That person just get vexed for every little thing. They write them off. Well, if you have sufficient evidence to write off that person, that's all well and good. But
I would say avoid.
Exactly.
I would say
Avoid.
avoid, yeah.
Write off is a strong word.
That.
When you write off products in a company, it value zero, you know. So to write off is not.
It's not the answer.
It's not the answer.
It's to avoid.
You can avoid. You can still greet that person. Hello, how are you? That's good. But it doesn't mean now you have to be so guarded, so careful that you don't trust nobody. Whether they did you anything or not, you're just using one yardstick for everybody. I think that's very unfair to the person. And I also think to yourself, you're letting people steal your joy.
Yeah.
When you have made a decision that is contrary to your personality, you're not happy, Lance.
You can be.
You cannot be. I mean, I like to share something from my own experience that in a department there was a conflict. And I am normally a live wire in the department, talking and laughing, cracking a joke if somebody looking sad and so. But when this conflict came, I was so emotionally affected that I thought I am not going to fraternize with nobody. I am not, because I don't know who to trust. That was what I felt. I don't know who to trust. I don't know when I say something to somebody, how they're going to repeat that, you know. Because it was not the first time there was a conflict. And I drew the line. And one day, my sister came to visit me. And as I always say, and thankful for, we came from a family of great love and understanding. And my sister said to me, when this person passed, she knew that the person worked with me. And she hailed out to the person. And I said to her, she's not to be trusted. You know? And she said, why are you talking like that? And I said, because she's not to be trusted. And I don't trust anybody anymore in the department. And she said, you cannot operate like that. And I might have tried to be cordial, but absolutely different. Absolutely different. Instead of me getting stressed, I think everybody started to get stressed. Because this is not Louise. And my boss said to me one day, he said, you know, you have us all uneasy. Because who we seeing, it's not you. So it's bad to use one yardstick for everyone. And after that, I thought, really true. You cannot write off or draw a yardstick. I am not going to be too friendly with you, or I'm not going to have much to say to you, because I don't know how you take it back. Because people repeat what you say, you know. But they always sell it for 5 cents more or $1. Never sell it back for the same price. Then you must make a profit. So, yes, if you have had experience with people and you feel that you have lost trust in a person, you don't have to write them off, but just be careful.
Yeah. Just be careful.
And don't feel everybody's the same, because there are still wonderful people out there.
Of course.
There are still wonderful people out there, and we ought not to become too discouraged and become hateful
Yes.
haters,
Yeah, I agree with that.
and don't trust anybody, because no man is an island, really. I right through, I always say that no man is an island. We need each other. We need our family. We need our neighbors. We need our friends. We need co-workers. We need teamwork. And when you become too suspicious, not accepting people for who they are, want to make them different, we cannot do that. There is no way we can make and mold anyone, not even our own children. And that's why they're all different. Not on our own children can we mold them and say, this is how you have to do it. This is how you have to behave.
They're different, but they're not bad.
They're different, but they're not bad.
I appreciate that.
And we have to appreciate and accept they're different, but they're not bad.
True, Louis. True.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Moko from Cora.
Moko from Cora, that
Moko.
is the ideal thing to go with this food. Yeah. You should wipe below that, eh? Yeah. Moko from Cora, boy.
Get too soft to boil, but the frying is a trouble.
Yeah, the frying, afraid the oil. Very good, Mama. Rich, man.
Added some barbecue sauce to it.
Very good. Yeah, I tasted it just now there. Man. Great.
Barbecue sauce always go nicely with potato salad.
You know, in 2 days, we really got a lot, eh? Lasana went to Cora yesterday to bring down some barbecue that Lyndon organized. And then when he went, Lisa brought 3 boxes of the same barbecue. So we ended up with a surplus. This morning, Lasana went out and he got some doubles. And Uncle Dino passed just after and brought, how many? 6 doubles. So Uncle Dino, thank you very much. And Lyndon, thank you very much for remembering us.
And Lisa and Ian.
And Lisa and Ian, thank you very much.
But we eat only barbecue last night, yeah.
But we eat only barbecue last time.
Oh, we only had sauce remaining.
Yes, Louise Gill, thank you very much for the stew that you have made, for the salad, We got some moko there. Right, we got a jug. You mix some juice here. Famous Angostura bitters got into it. And while it looks very sumptuous and it looks very extravagant, it's a simple meal actually, right? But we want to remember those less fortunate, perhaps even in Jamaica. But there are people all over the world having difficulties, eh? All over the world, Bangladesh, Africa, America even, England. All over the world, people today are distressed. But we are fortunate to be in good form still. Good? But our hearts go out to those who are in the Caribbean who have been hard hit by the hurricane.
Oh yes, very sad.
So we know that there are all kinds of difficulties, but with God's grace and God's help, we can override these things.
Yeah, man.
Sana, don't let anybody steal your joy.
At all.
That has always been Sana's great battle cry. So,
Mantra.
and on track. The mantra.
Mantra.
The mantra. So friends, we're going to say our grace quietly and then we're going to hit, right? So, I wouldn't worry to record the grace, but we have it in mind to say our grace. Sana B?
Right.
And of course, Papa Lance. So friends, out there, all the best. Once more.